Tell me your name.
My name is Evan Gill.
And Evan, how do we wind up here?
So when I was 11, I started drinking and smoking, and then when I got out of high school, I started doing heroin, and that's when my life became really unmanageable. And you know, I wanted to get clean, but I just didn't want to change my actions or the things that I was doing. And I was in and out of jail, kept going to rehabs and programs, but I knew that I wasn't going to get clean at the end of it. So I was just doing what I had to get out of trouble. It wasn't until I was 29, I was diagnosed with Hep C. I was using dirty needles, and um, I don't know. I just felt like my life wasn't where I wanted it to be, and I felt like a loser. And I was about to turn 30, and I wanted to give recovery a real shot, and I never really did before. So I put myself into rehab at Recovery Centers of America, and you know, um, I really tried. I took suggestions. Like, I've never been to a recovery house before, but my therapist told me that I should try it because my family, they don't understand addiction like that. Like, none of them were addicts, and so I could easily manipulate them. Every time I went back to my dad's house, I knew how to talk him into giving me money or whatever I needed, and to keep going and using. And so she convinced me to tell him to not let me back there no matter what. So I went to a recovery house, and I didn't know what sobriety looked like. I didn't know how to be clean on my own, and I really learned a lot from recovery houses. So I finished my time there. Um, about 7 months into my recovery, I was looking for a long-term house. So um, my house manager told me about Voices of Hope, and at first I was kind of like skeptical. I didn't like, I was comfortable where I was. I didn't want to go anywhere else, and so I gave it a shot. Right, like taking suggestions, and it ended up being the best thing I ever did. I met a lot of people that are huge in my recovery to this day, like brothers, people that I can count on and call. And I've never really had that. Like, I never really had like something I could be a part of, and I needed to be surrounded by people that are going through the same thing as me, so that I could know that this is possible. And I'll celebrate 2 years in March, God willing, and this is just a lot of opportunities that I never would have had before without Voices of Hope. So I'm extremely grateful.